Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Quita, and on this video I'm going to be showing you how I keep my shop supplies organized. I'm going to show you some things that I picked up from IKEA yesterday to even further take this whole organization thing. You guys know I really love organizing things, and everything in its place is my motto. And so I'm going to show you guys what I picked up and how I'm planning on using that to incorporate it into my shop organization and all things shop pretty much today, and how I kind of keep all of that together. So if you're new to my channel, I hope you'll stick around and consider subscribing and also giving me a thumbs up on this video if you enjoy it. So let's jump on in, guys. If you want to see how I'm storing and keeping my shop supplies all organized, make sure to stay tuned. All right, y'all, so I like to think that I'm a pretty organized person, but I feel like there were some things about my craft room in terms of my shop portion of it that wasn't quite as organized as I wanted it to be. So my husband and I yesterday, if you saw my Instagram stories, I told you guys that we went on a date night at IKEA. He took me out yesterday, and we are not as close to IKEA. IKEA is more so in the city and we're in the suburbs. And so anytime we're in the city, we try to stop by IKEA to pick up a couple of things if we need to. So he asked me if I wanted to stop by. Of course I said yes. And so we spent about an hour just kind of browsing around, and then I gathered a few things that I needed to organize some stuff in my craft room for my shop. So that's my story. And so I'm gonna show you guys what I picked up, and then we're gonna organize some things. I needed to really fine tune things because my shop is expanding, if you will. And I'm so appreciative for that. So thank you guys so much, anyone who has ordered from my shop. I'm so grateful. And so I needed to have a better system. And so I'm going to show you what I picked up and kind of how I revamped things only in a corner of my craft room. And although I do have a cart as well for my shop stuff as well. So I'm going to give you guys a tour of all things shop and how I store and organize things. So hopefully that will inspire some of you. If you're looking for a solution, maybe it will help you. And you guys seem to really enjoy these types of videos. So let's jump on in, and I'm first going to show you what I picked up from IKEA, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to use it all. So let's jump in. All right, first and foremost, these are some of the things that I picked up from IKEA. So I got these from my cart. I'm going to put a few of them on my shop cart and a few of them on my planner supply cart. I have two separate carts from Hudson, which is Michael's brand. And so these are super cute. They were 99 cents from IKEA, and they hang right on your cart. Let me show you. Super cute. So let me show you how you hang it on your cart. You just do something like this, and it sits right on your cart. So I think I got about 6 of those. So again, I'm just gonna put some here and then some on my shop cart. Well, so that's that. And then I love these bins. So they come with lids. I got 9 of them. And so they are about that big, and I have some of these already right here on my craft shelf. And so I have these. I have this size. I've got 4 of this size, and then I've got some of the same size here, and I use that for like planner supplies and inserts and things like that. So I've got some here, and then I've got some right there. As you can see, I also got that cart from IKEA. Y'all, it's so cute. And so that's what I've got right here. 9 of these, which are going to go on my shelf. My husband just put that together for me. First, these two were next to each other like this, and now this is in the middle of it, and it works out great. I was a little concerned that it was going to be the spacing was going to be off, but as you can see, it works. And so I'm going to use that to store some additional things. I also recently put this up. This is from IKEA as well. I purchased this when I got these shelves and some other things, the cart. And so I was thinking of sorting the paper here, the inserts here, but I'm gonna see, I may revamp this, and I may put this over here. This was over here because I'm thinking of doing a homework sort of thing for Addison and Malachi, any assignments that I want them to complete during the week. This is Addison's desk, so that would be the perfect place for it. So I'm trying to see, I'm not gonna do that in this video, but I'm gonna see how this all works out, and if I need this additional space, depending on how I organize this, then I may be able to take that down and put that back over to the other side, or over to the other side, because it was initially wasn't put together. And then I can move that back over here, which has scissors and other things on there, which may work better in this space. We'll see. And so you guys have seen my drawers, my new drawers. And so that has various things in them. I use the labels from the Happy Planner, which I love, on both sides. And that just helps me to be able to find things easily. And so that is working out quite well. All right, so I just thought I would show you guys my current setup. And that shelf, again, this is new. This is what I picked up from IKEA, along with these and along with these. I also picked this up, which is a paper sorter. That's how it looks. And I love it. I was initially gonna pull one off of my cube shelf right here. I have them right there in the corner. I was gonna pull one off, but I love having the paper there all sorted out. I have 3 of these already. And so I just decided to just pick another one up just so I wouldn't have to do that. So that's gonna go right here in this first slot. And then these bins are gonna go in the other slots. Okay, so that's what's gonna go over here. So we're gonna work on that in a little bit. In addition to this area, oops, sorry. In addition to this area right here, I have a shipping cart. So let me show you my shipping cart and how I have that all organized. All right, so here we go. It's right next to my planner cart. This thing is very essential. What I typically do is pull it out right here, and I'm sitting right here at my desk, and I'll pull orders and I will package them up, and I'll get whatever supplies that I need. And so I've got my envelopes here. I also have some cello bags in the back there, and this basket here is from Amazon, if you're wondering. It's rose gold. You guys know how I feel about rose gold. And then we've got various shipping supplies down here. We've got some thank you labels. So I use those quite often. I actually need to order more. These are my blades, as you can see. Fragile stickers, tape, cards, and then freebies. And then in here I've got my little punch, my corner rounder punch, along with more cello. And down here, we've got the Happy Planner punch. This is what I use for my Erin Condren. It is a We Are Memory Keepers punch board. And here, I've just got more cello. And then this is my station for cello. When I get ready to package, I pull whatever I need out of these little bins and then just overflow back there. As well as my slicer. This is my favorite slicer in the world. I have been trying so many different types of slicers, y'all. And this is my favorite one. This one just works out so well. And so that's what I've got there. And then just random other things tucked away, like this is gonna go on my desk. I haven't had time to open it up. This is the same as what I have now on my desk, but I've got some blemishes here, and I need to pull this whole thing off and put that on. So this is my cart. My shipping cart is what I call it, and this is very helpful in my business. And so I just keep it tucked in that corner, and I pull it out when I need to fulfill orders and package and all that stuff. So in addition to that, we've got some stuff back here. And so I just keep my ribbon. So these rows are for my ribbon. And then when bows are made, they go in here. And then I've got more ribbon in there. That's my gold and silver, as well as here. All of this is just bow supplies pretty much. And then down here, I've got my paper clips. And I've got my blades in here, replacement blades for the silhouette. And then I believe these bottom ones are empty, and then these are stickers as well. These are my day of the week stickers, my dot stickers, and my glitter header stickers. They go in there. And you guys have seen my wall of stickers. This thing is fantastic. These are wine bottle holders from IKEA that you slide in the cube shelves. I already had these, and I just bought these in addition, and you can again slide them in. And it has been working out so well for my stickers to be able to organize them, so that way it makes it easier for me to ship them out. So that is that. So now we're gonna go ahead and get some organization underway, because that's what we're here for, right? And so we're literally gonna get the shelf all set up, and then I will show you at the end how I decided to organize everything. All right, so as you can see, so functional, right? So I had to move this down one shelf because it was just too tight here. And so now I have a little paper sorter. I love this thing. It is super durable. I've had the 3 that I've had for years. And so these things are amazing. They fit perfectly inside the cube shelf. So I was very glad to see that it also fits inside of this bookshelf as well. So this is what I'm going to use for my paper. I use 2 different types of paper. I also have labels for printing shipping labels. And then I am going to add copy paper eventually to this thing as well. So that's what's going to go here, so I can easily reach for paper that I need to load into the printer when I'm ready to do a print job. All right, so now that that paper is done, as you can see, it's nice, it looks great. These 2 are the same types of paper, these 2 are the same types of paper. That's my shipping labels. So that worked out great, right? Okay, so now we're gonna move on to phase 2, and we're gonna organize these inserts, y'all. So again, I have them up here. And although that's a decent location, I would like to fine tune it a little bit more and really get this thing organized the best way possible. Alright, so I actually only needed 7, and so I have 2 more for something else. I'm sure I'll find a place to put them. And so, yeah, I'm glad I did this little test run just to make sure that they were all gonna fit. And so now we're good to go ahead and start filling them. I did pull out all of the inserts and everything that I want to fill them with and put them to the side. And so we're gonna go ahead and lay those bins back out like I just had them so that we can have a system and we can start organizing things and putting them in their place in an organized way, and we don't get all confused. Okay, so all my bins are laid out and ready to go. So now we can go ahead and start filling them with inserts. So I'm gonna do 1 bin for classic size inserts, and I'm thinking maybe the 4 types of classic size inserts. So I'll do, you know, the month on one, I'll do the subject layout and so on and so forth in those top 4. And then I'll do the bottom ones for the Fibonacci inserts. Now I'm almost tempted to pull these off my shelf. Let me see if these will fit, because I'm thinking these may work better for the Fibonacci inserts. So let me see. Yeah, perfect. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. We are going to take these bins, the bigger size bins, and put them over there where I just took this from, and then we're gonna grab the 4 of these that I have because 4 of them can go on 2 shelves, and that's gonna work out better. Now we really know what direction we're headed in. So we're gonna do the Fauxbonichi inserts and the smaller ones. And I have 3 different types of Fauxbonichis plus an undated version. So we're gonna have to sort these things out and figure out what is what, and then go ahead and place them in there. And then I also wanna keep one for covers because I have covers here. And so I was gonna put them in a big one because I will have to add classic size covers as well. So we're just gonna start and see where this thing takes us. So everything is in the bin that it goes in, and so I'm eventually going to probably do covers maybe in here. Right now I have oops pages in here. These are all the oops inserts that you guys bought that I need to ship out, and so I'm probably going to eventually do that because I need 4 bins, 4 of the bigger bins for the classic size inserts. And then I have fill paper here, and then I've got the undated version of the Fauxbonichis here. And then that is going to be the month on 2 version 1. I have month on 1, month on 2 version 2, and all of the lids are there, and so we're good to go. So as you can see, I've got a lot of work to do in terms of printing for orders, and but I'm excited to have this new system of organization. So also I thought I would let you guys see inside of my drawers because I didn't talk about that. These are shop supplies as well. So again, these are the oops pages. Love how everything's labeled, you guys. It really helps me. And here I have my lamination paper, and I also have my overflow of bags. And then in this drawer we've got shipping envelopes, punches, which are not supplies for my shop, of course, and then tools. These are my lamination machines. So I was using the A-Box laminator, but it wasn't quite working out that well. I did get that for free from A-Box some time ago, but it wasn't working out, so I purchased a new laminator, which is this Fellows laminator. It is working out so great, you guys, in terms of being able to run through the lamination paper that I use, which is a thicker material. And then in the bottom, that's ink. And then over here we've got, this is for my shop die cutting, so I've got all of my mats in here, and then this is the paper that I use for my my divider dashboards. I've got a blade in there, as you can see. I've got paper here that's overflow that didn't fit on the shelf that I just created. This was also for paper, but now I just have my Mink machine back here for foiling. And so I've got to figure out what else I want to put in this drawer, and then we're going to relabel it because it's not going to be paper anymore, I don't think. We'll see, because I do like to have a large quantity just ready for me. We've got some boxes, shipping boxes here, and some tissue paper right over here for packaging orders. We've got my sticker paper here that I use. This is just an error. And then this is all my sticker paper, and that's glue, of course. And then I use 2 printers. I use an HP and a Canon printer. And so I've got to figure out what that's going to be for. I told my husband what I'm thinking it's going to be for is I'm going to put there the inserts that need to be cut. He is the slicer around here. And so I think I'm going to put the paper in there. He can come here until I decide if I'm going to use that as a homework station for Addison. I'm going to just tuck the paper in there, and then he can come here every day, see what needs to be cut, grab it off, and go at it. So I'm thinking that is what I may use that for. So now we're ready to put all of this on the shelf. right, y'all, I'm done. So eventually what I'm gonna do is label these from the front, so that way I'll be able to pull them easily to see what they are. I'm also gonna label these here. The little lip on here is perfect for a little sticker, so that way I can easily pull the paper that I need and everything works out perfectly. So as you can see, this is a full view of my shop stuff. Paper, stickers, labels, inserts, everything pretty much for the most part is here. And then I have my cart in back of me. I do have 2 left over, and then I have a full box of shipping boxes there, which I'm gonna put in one of the drawers that I emptied some stuff out of. And so that way this box isn't sitting here in my craft room like it has been for the past week. I'll be able to put that stuff in a place and be able to find it easily. So that's it, guys. That is how I store all of my shop stuff. So let me know if you guys have any questions about anything that you've seen here, and I will be happy to answer those questions for you. But as you can see, it is very sleek looking. I think it looks very organized, very clean, and I'm all about that organization life. So I wish my cart could fit over there and then I would be really happy, but this is technically a really good spot for it. Right here, just tucked in that corner. And so yeah, so this is a very essential part of my business, to be able to easily roll it out and ship orders out. And then again, we've got the stuff back there, and then we've got our sticker organization here, which I love. And then this is shop stuff as well. My silhouette machines and also my laminator machine. I got two sets of, well, 2 rows of 4 or 2 columns of 4 for my silhouettes. These are the silhouette portraits. And then I have 2 cameos here. This is 1st generation, this is the 3rd generation, and I've got my happy planner punch there. So all is well. So I just thought I would talk you guys through kind of how I organize all of my shop supplies, and so that you can get a quick tour of how I typically organize things, how my brain works when it comes to that part of the process. All right, y'all, so I made a few changes. So I actually filmed this video yesterday, so I'm gonna insert this in wherever I feel like it fits, because today is the next day and I decided on a couple of changes. So first and foremost, I labeled everything so that way I could see what needs to be cut. All of this stuff needs to be cut. And I think what I'm gonna do is I may reserve one of the spots here for when my husband cuts them, for him to put them in here, and then I'm gonna have another label that says to punch. So these are of course the covers, and then this is a guide page. Sometimes we need a guide page for cutting. These are the classic size inserts. These are the actually these are my new daily to-do lists. So these are super cute. I already got orders for those, even though I just posted it, which is amazing. And so these are fill paper, and then this is Fobonichi stuff that needs to be cut. So my husband's gonna come here and see all of this stuff here. He's gonna pull it out and go over to the slicer and cut all this stuff. So this is gonna be an important area. And then I went ahead and labeled all of this. It looks so good, right? So I just printed them out on sticker paper, and I forgot what font I used. I know some of you may ask me what font I used, but basically 2 different types of paper, labels, fill paper, subject, inserts, vertical inserts, month on 2 version 1, month on 2 version 2, month on 1, undated, lined, and hourly. So it's gonna be really helpful to have all of that already labeled for me, so that way I can easily pull what I need. So this is gonna work out so great, guys. And then in this drawer, I'm going to put stuff that is already punched and ready to be shipped out. So that's covers, these are inserts, and then of course fill paper. So this drawer is gonna be like kind of the drawer that I work out of. So far so good. Everything's looking great. I feel more functional, more organized, and that makes me happy. All right, and I wanted to mention one last piece of how this shop is run, which is the digital portion. This is my spreadsheet, and a lot of you asked me about the spreadsheet when I talked about it in a recent video, and you wanted to know like if I could send you a copy of it so that you could use it for your business. But it's very simple, and this is what I work out of on a daily basis. So basically I have all of my subjects here. I have order number, hopefully you guys can see that. I have name, items, item ordered, and whether or not, based on this category, if it is an insert or a cover. And then I also have a quantity section, a paper type section, and I have whether or not it has been printed and cut. I have a note section, and then this is the last section when it gets shipped out. So this has worked out so great for me, and I'm able to filter things. So let's say I just want to work on dashboards. I can filter the dashboards here, and I only see dashboards. If I want to work on covers, I can sort that out. I also have the first 2 rows or columns frozen, excuse me. So when I move, everything over, like if I need to fit like 2 things on the screen and I need to shorten up the window, I can still have those first 2 sections are frozen. So that's helpful as well. And so this is such an important spreadsheet for me. So again, I'm just checking off the columns here as I do them. And then once I ship it, I'm going to go here and check off yes. And I'm going to filter that out. So I'm only going to see the blanks. I don't want to see the yes, because that's going to give me every single order I've ever had. So this is the final piece of the process that works with the shop and makes everything just kind of flow together. And then at the bottom, I've got my shop names, Little Miss Fancy Plans, the Party Girl Studio Shop, which I'm phasing out, y'all. It's just become too much. And then my inserts. This is all of the inserts that I'm working on. And I think I'm actually going to outsource this to someone else. I've already designed them all. I'm going to send them to her, and she is going to put them in Photoshop, or not Photoshop, but Adobe program, so that I can edit them and it's easier to work with, because right now I'm just working out of Silhouette, y'all. I know it's crazy that I'm doing all of my digitals and stickers and everything designing out of Silhouette. Like, who does that? And so I need to come up with a better system if this is going to be something I'm going to do long term. So this is every single insert that I have either created or I'm working on. So as you can see, for instance, the first one here, that's my fill paper. I have the planner type, Fobonichi, if it's digital. What is it? It's fill paper. Is it completed for this particular month? Which it's always going to be completed, because once I do the fill paper, the beautiful thing about that is it's a one-time thing. So the fill paper is always going to be completed, unless I'm doing it for, a new type of fill paper. But this technically should all say completed, because it doesn't have a date on it for the fill paper. And so that's how I organize things. So I can go in here and I can say, okay, I'm gonna work on the Fobonichi printed fill paper, which hasn't been started. Just as an example, this hasn't been started, which is the inserts. I'm gonna do a Faith Planner inserts for the Fobonichi. It's gonna be digital. And once I do the digital, then I'll have the printed version as well. And then I'll be able to check these columns off as things are completed. So as you can see, I have a lot of work to do. And so that's what I'm thinking. I'm just going to outsource it, because once that person comes up with the file, which that's her job, and she has the time to do it, then she can send it all to me and I can just print it and I'll be good to go. Then I also have an uploaded column. So once I upload the design for whatever year, I'll go ahead and mark it off. So some of the stuff has actually already been done. A lot of it has, but I still have a lot of work to do. So anyways, I thought I would show you the digital part of this business as well. There's a lot of moving parts, and it's just me by myself. If you guys have been wondering, I don't have a staff. I have my husband, my son, my daughter. From time to time, she does whatever she can do, but it's pretty much just me. And so that's why things may take a little bit longer to ship out, but I'm working on that for 2020. I have lots of goals, and I've got a lot of changes coming to the shop. So this is the final piece, my digital portion spreadsheet. I just use Google Sheets, and I keep it open at all times, because I'm always toggling between my shop and the spreadsheet, and adding orders, so that way things don't get overwhelmed. Because if I take too much time and I have like 50 orders that came in on a specific day, and I try to come in the spreadsheet to put them in, it's going to take a lot of time. So I try to just keep it open, and when something comes in, I'll go ahead and add it to the spreadsheet. So that's the final part of the business, guys. I am going to be doing a full in-depth tour of my craft room coming up soon. I'm going to break it down. I'm going to do a planner. Well, I guess I'm going to do a full tour video. So I may not break down the tour video in terms of showing you the whole shebang, but I am going to do a video coming up on my channel where I'm going to show you all of my planner supplies. Yeah, it's totally a thing. And so that's why I keep saying that I'm not buying all the things anymore. When you see that video, you're going to know why. So stay tuned for that. That is coming up on my channel as well. So hopefully you guys really enjoyed this video. Make sure to comment below. Let me know what you think. If you have questions about anything that I purchased and used, then make sure to let me know, and I will shoot that over to you guys. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hopefully you'll stop back by to catch another video, in which case I'll see you then.